Hello, today's Wednesday, August 19th. We gather for our midweek time of study and devotion together, meditation. We've been talking about light. We've looked at how the image of light is used in the Old Testament, the New Testament, and how Jesus himself uses the image of light as we discern how we are to be the light in some different ways. And so today we're going to listen to a familiar passage from the Sermon on the Mount, Matthew 5:14 through 16. Jesus is speaking. You are the light of the world. A town built on a hill cannot be hidden. Neither do people light a lamp and put it under a bowl. Instead, they put it on its stand, and it gives light to everyone in the house. In the same way, let your light shine before others, that they may see your good deeds and glorify your Father in heaven. You know, it's hard, almost impossible if you're looking for good news, to sit and watch the news in the evening. Sometimes I sit there and listen to the headlines, one tragedy, one bad thing after another, and they the contrast is so sharp between what I hear on the news and what I hear in my mind as I'm preparing a Sunday message or the midweek devotion. Sometimes I just feel this sense of despair. It just kind of comes over you, and you sit back, and I hear myself praying, Lord, is there anything that I can do about the darkness in this world? It is so overwhelming. And then I can sense a gentle whisper in my heart, in my soul. And it's a common sense statement. I hear the only way to get rid of darkness is to add some light. Because, you see, darkness is the absence of light. And trying to go after darkness directly on its own is like chasing your shadow. You can't grab darkness and put it in a bag and throw it away. Only light is powerful enough to make darkness disappear, less dark. During the Sermon on the Mount, Jesus made it clear to those he was teaching to and to us today, that we are the light of the world. We are called to shine. But you see, the light we share, the light we shine, is not our own. From the very beginning of creation, we remember when we first started this devotion studies or this meditation study, we heard from Genesis 1:2-3 that God has been the source of light for everything, both spiritually and literally. Darkness was over the surface of the deep, and the Spirit of God was hovering over the waters, and God said, "Let there be light." And there was light. Can you imagine a world without light? A world of darkness? And then in four small words, let there be light. God broke free and broke through the darkness with light. Light blazes forth. Every living thing in our world relies on light for its existence, plant, animals, humans. And the God who brought light to the world also brings it to our lives. 2 Corinthians says, "For God, who said, 'Let light shine out of darkness,' made his light shine in our hearts." You all heard the story about the light bulb, right? He kept saying, the light bulb said to itself, "I have to find a way to shine." The light bulb went to a self-help meeting to learn about its inner capacity for light. It read books about how to get brighter. Each morning, the light bulb would get up and recite positive affirmations. "I am a light bulb. I believe in myself. I will shine." But nothing happened. Eventually, the light bulb became weary, discouraged. It began to doubt who it was and what it could do. excuse the pun, but it kind of burned out. Fortunately, one day the light bulb was carefully placed into a light fixture. Light burst forth and filled the room. The light bulb finally understood. The key was not to try harder, but to plug in to the source. We don't have to be like that light bulb. Of course, trying to shine on our own can be exhausting. Instead, we're simply called to be closely connected to God and to remain in God. When we do, God's light pours forth through us in powerful, brilliant ways that can change the world. Now, the way that we shine may not make the news, may not make the headlines, but every time we shine that light, we make more of a difference than we can see. May God grant us all the ability to shine with the light of Christ, that one true light that came into the world. Please pray with me. Lord, thank you for being the light within us so we can shine brightly for the world around us. When it seems darkness is crowding in, use us to shine a light and make a difference. We ask you help us share your love, joy, and peace and light, especially during this hard time. You are the hope we need, and you are the one light that will never burn out, never be overcome, and never fade away. We lift up our prayer in the name of the one true light that came into the world, Jesus Christ. Amen. We will continue with our virtual worship this weekend. On this coming Sunday, we will have a virtual ordination and installation of our newly elected officers, and I thank everyone who participated in that by sending back their affirmations of the questions that I asked, and I look forward to including that as part of our worship this Sunday. As always, if you have any prayer concerns or know of somebody that needs to be lifted up, please let me know so we can keep our family in tune with what's going on with one another. God bless. See you soon.